So in the following video, we are going to just be going through some things that we did throughout the past couple weeks or whatever. And they're not like really full videos, just other things that we do in the summertime. Maybe give you guys some ideas or yeah, whatever. I'll kind of voice over it, I guess, and you guys can just see what we're doing. If you've not been here before, I am Mama Bear to Many. I am mom to 14 children. Baby 15 is due in October, and we are just having fun. We love being outside. This is a great time of year to do that, and we're gonna go on these adventures together. So I thought it would be super fun to take my aunt, who is actually my grandmother's sister. My grandmother's going to be 90 this year. It's her younger sister, and bring her to Mount Cadillac. This is kind of funny because I was talking to you guys, but you can't hear a darn thing on this video. I could not see anything either. Normally Mount Cadillac you can see for so far. You can see down into the ocean, and oh, it's gorgeous up there. But you could not see anything this day, and so I went and I took steps maybe like 50 feet in front, and I told my aunt that I'd be right back. And so when I came back up, she wasn't there, and I totally lost my aunt. So I was looking all over for her. The kids had gone on a hike, and then I found her. There's my aunt, my sweet Aunt Judy. So we found her. The kids had fun. See how foggy that is there? Oh my goodness, it was crazy, the amount of fog that was up on that mountain. I have never seen it like that. We've been there quite a few times before, and the wind was incredible. So we ended up later on going to the park with the kids because they didn't get a lot of opportunity up on that mountain. Pretty much we were there for a little bit, and then we ended up just eating lunch. And then we ended up going to the park so they could run around for a little bit. We get kids that get car sick, so it was really important to get them out ahead of time in order to not have them sick. Yeah, I don't know if anyone here has kids that get car sick. It's just horrible. So we try to stop as often as possible to get the kids out, even if it's just on the side of the road for a minute, because I feel so bad. The baby, she'll just cry, my tummy hurts. Oh, sweet little thing. Anyway, I was sitting next to her, and we were kind of joking around in the van. And she's right there in the middle there, and she was actually snacking at that time, which was nice. She felt a little bit better after going to the park and getting out and stretching her legs. And so we give her Dramamine, and a couple other kids get sick. Another daughter ended up getting, feeling like she was going to get sick, but we got her out quick enough, and she didn't end up getting sick. Another place we love to visit in the summertime is the public libraries. A lot of times there's reading programs, but even beyond the reading programs, I love this library. We are always at libraries anyway, but this is Bangor Children's Library, and it is a gorgeous library. Sometimes we'll just go and visit libraries in places that we are visiting or whatever, just because it's fun, because they're so interesting, and it's interesting how they have them set up. And there was this over here, there was this free book rack over there. I ended up getting quite a few books over there for free that they were just giving away. Exciting. Some easy readers over there. There's like 2 sections to this library. There's like the younger kids section, which I was just in, and then there's this hallway, and then all this back area is all like young adult kids, probably kids from like early chapter books into a little bit later. Gorgeous titles in there. We love the Dear America series. There's also American Girls. Ended up getting a couple of those. It's not like the dull things. It's actually like about historical figures in American history. So there's a huge section back there as well. What you were seeing is only the children's section. This is how big the library is, and I just feel blessed that we were able to have this library close enough. He was all excited about how big the section was for arts and crafts, and he loves those types of books, so he was sharing with me how big the section was. And yeah, so I ended up I just wanted to film this so you guys could see that, because we love going into libraries. Sometimes we'll just sit. A lot of times there's some playthings in the library, so a lot of times we'll just kind of sit there, relax for a little bit in between appointments. our Bangor braces, the appointment that we go to quite a bit for braces is close to there. So it's always fun to do that. Yep. So outside they have a little bike rack that's kind of like has this little bookworm or whatever on it. So the kids always like to climb on it. So we had a visit from my Aunt Judy, who is their great aunt, and she was here for, let me see, like a week. And it was so fun. We got to do games and all the fun stuff with her. It was such a blessing. So we played lots of board games with her, which was super exciting. And I got to talk to her quite a bit about different things. I'm thinking about making a video just a little bit about some of our conversations, which would be interesting. I always find it intriguing to like hear from another generation, and maybe some of you would as well. So here is one of the lakes by our house. We just packed a picnic and headed over to the lake and went swimming for a little while, and then always pack a picnic. So food and that type of stuff. Some of our children went on a trip to visit some friends. So they went on the airplane. That was fun. And then this is over at the Children's Museum. So there's lots of things to do over at the Children's Museum. And these are some of the fun things that they enjoyed on that day. It was, yeah, exciting. They're so sweet. It's so neat.
Hey, where are you going?
I taste it from here.
Oh, man.
Is that her pole? Yeah. Thank you.
That one? Is that one? Johanna?
So on this day, we were going fishing at a children's fishing derby, and it was raining. So I like these little suits that we got recently for the two little ones, and then the other kids had some rain jackets. Always got to bring a rain jacket. Another day, we went to a different lake and went fishing with their older brother, like all of us went. And so they caught quite a few fish, and they had really a good time. It's always fun. I am not a fisherman, knew nothing about it, but we have our older brother who really enjoys fishing and is able to teach the skill to other children in the household or young adults in the household, which is really awesome. So he had his canoe that day. We didn't bring ours. We have blow up ones, but we weren't going to be there for all that long. So we ended up just using and rotating through like shore fishing versus taking the canoe out. And it was awesome. There was loons out there, and I love the sound of loons. If you have not been someplace that has loons, it's just kind of like an eerie feeling, but it's really cool. Let's see if I could find them. Those are loons. I feel so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Our town is actually called Sportsman's Paradise. And it really is. It's just gorgeous. There are so many, like, we're kind of engulfed in so many different lakes, but yet at the same time, it takes us less than an hour to get to the ocean. It's just really cool to be so close and so, like, in touch or in tune or whatever with nature. It's like that's part of your life, right? It kind of like is just in you. Like you spend days in the woods or on the lakes or in a river or whatever, and that's just part of your life. And I love that my kids have that. It's just beautiful to see how it's hard to explain, but how they engage with nature, and you're able to see God's beauty on a daily basis. It's nothing that I could ever, when I have a really hard day, like just sitting back and watching my kids in a situation like this,